Dovercourt Road. Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Yeah, that's yours. Oh, that's only high.
Hey everyone, it's Saturday, July 3rd. The time is 4:52 p.m. and the temperature is around 22 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at the intersection of Dovercourt Road and Dundas Street West, and that was the 505 Dundas Streetcar I just got off. And for this one, I'll be walking east along Dundas here over to Ossington Avenue, which is a rather popular part of town, and then I'll head south down to Queen Street. And from there, I'm not really sure. I do have plans in the area at around 6 p.m. tonight, so I just thought I would bring my camera with me and make a video. View of the financial district from here is always kind of neat. Although I wish I had a better zoom on this camera. And this is my second attempt at recording a video today. And I say attempt as the first one I recorded didn't really work out so well. I got home after recording only to find out the external audio didn't save. And the built-in audio from the camera doesn't sound all that great, so I'm not sure what to do with that video yet. I think this place is called Venice. We'll be seeing a lot of patios like that on this walk. So if I can salvage that video, I'll post it on my other channel. I might even throw it up as a members video, but this evening it's about walking along Dundas and Ossington. And this area is often associated with being a bit on the hipster side. And there's a big patio. There's a former beer store. They'll be turned into condos pretty soon at 1200.com. I imagine tonight this area will be quite busy. There's the Get Well and a north of Brooklyn pizzeria. The Get Well is a very popular bar in this area. And the next intersection is Ossington Avenue. That's where I'll be heading south. And from there, I'm not quite sure where I'll go.
We were thinking one of the first four, and then just wanting to know what their results
And to get here, I came down to Dundas Station, just across from the Eaton Center. And I can't say I have seen that area as lively as it was today in probably the last year and a half or so. It was quite the sight to see. There's the Communist Daughter. They are open with a patio in the back. And there's a number of patios along Dundas if you were to continue east here. And here is Ossington.
I was like planning my 30th birthday party and my birthday's in March.
It's great TV. That's when you go, no, it's for the
And this might just be Toronto's best patio street, given that the traffic's not so bad. You have such a great selection of places. There's Man of Kent. There's a number of patios on the east side of the street.
So microwave.
And here's Rotate This. They've had a few different locations over the years. And over the last decade or so, this area has become something of a hotspot. It wasn't always full of trendy restaurants, bars, and cafes and shopping and things like that. here's one of the most popular spots in this area, the Bellwoods Brewery. That's the entrance to the bottle shop. And there is some of the best Vietnamese restaurant or some of the best Vietnamese food, I can't get that out, in the city. The Golden Turtle. That's right next to Papi Chulo's Mexicana. I'm not super familiar with most of the places on the street, as I don't normally come here to hang out. That's a look north, back up towards Dundas. Ossington runs north of Dundas for quite a while, but this stretch between Dundas and Queen is where all the action is. I can't even read that sign. It's too hipster for me. And I'm curious as to what's going on over here next to this cigar manufacturing shop. There's a Greek street food pop-up. There's a nice car. Oh, I think maybe England won.
He was very
This video is around 15 minutes in, and I've already explored the interesting part of Ossington, and I'm still early to meet my friends. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go for a walk along Queen Street West for a bit. And this would be the West Queen West neighborhood. Grill dudes. I've been to Sweaty Betty's. And just south of Queen here, it becomes Lower Ossington. There's Cam H. That's a Center for Mental Health. And now it's east on Queen Street West. And West Queen West is loosely located between Dufferin Street, which is to the west from here in the opposite direction, and Bathurst Street. And Trinity Bellwoods Park, which was a site of some controversy last week as police cleared out a homeless encampment. We'll be coming up on the left pretty soon. And here is Shaw Street. I'm quite grateful I had plans in this area this evening. As I think it's kind of neat to see the city so alive. The video I recorded earlier today was just from just south of Davisville up through Yonge and Eglinton, just to check out all the busy patios around lunchtime. But I'll probably go back and re-record that. Heck, I might even do that tomorrow. I don't really know. And then I'll start maybe recording 2 or 3 videos a day for a few days in a row just to get caught up, so I'm not in the position that I am now. I do like to have something out every day at 8 a.m. Eastern.
Should we go in or no? Carrot. What is that?
And coming up is Trinity Bellwoods. I think that place sells ridiculously expensive hand soap.
vlogging.
There's part of the cleared out area that was previously part of a homeless encampment. Park remediation is underway. I think one of the issues was there was a lot of needles and things like that scattered around these grounds. There's certainly a lot of security there.
Hey man, he's more confident than us with 6 tricks. Yeah.
I think I'll head north through the park, maybe. And we'll head up to Dundas, and then I'll walk along Dundas over to Bathurst, as there's a lot of neat restaurants and patios there. There is along Queen Street West here, but I'll be doing a West Queen West walk probably at some point in the near future. Maybe I'll do a Parkdale and West Queen West walk together. I've been meaning to cover Parkdale as well along Queen Street. So let's see what the park is like. And these are cherry blossom trees that line this pathway, which hopefully will be accessible to the public next year. There's some people playing tennis. Up until recently, this was a forbidden sport in the province of Ontario. And look at all the people out. Someone selling watermelon sugar, 5 for $5. All right, I don't even know what that is. And we got slackliners over there. I haven't heard that song in quite a while. Hopefully it doesn't get picked up on the YouTube copyright match. There's a look at a baseball field. So I'm about halfway through the park here. And this will kick me out at Dundas. Here's the remnants of the social distancing circles that were painted onto the grounds here. That was so that people would be encouraged to keep their distance, obviously. Although I think that's all out the window now. Happy birthday. And just up here on the left is the bowl.
But still, like, no matter what, you have to eat.
Just for your homeless, like, the place we went to is this property.
And there's a police vehicle by the restrooms there. That is Dundas Street off in the distance there, where I started recording this. But maybe I'll just cut over here and head up to Dundas, and then I'll walk over to Dundas and Bathurst. And I think this is Gorevale Avenue.
So when I first started, I also got street. But it was then when I moved up to the manager role that gave me the extra going to the senior manager role. It's not that you go like, I think now it's like not that you go to.
Iglesia Católica San Juan Bautista. Okay. And here we go, Dundas. So I'll just head east over to Bathurst. And that'll put me right near the western edge of Chinatown. I think this stretch of Dundas is often overlooked when people talk about great places to go out in the city. That place is called Archive. So I came along this part of Dundas as I was making my way over on the streetcar. Even though Dundas is a major street, it feels a bit less gentrified than Ossington and Queen Street around this area. There's a happening patio at the cottage. And in about 2.5 or 3 weeks, these places should be allowed to have indoor dining. We're the only province in North America, or region in North America, where indoor dining is prohibited. And that's despite our numbers being relatively good compared to everyone else. And there's still a lot of businesses that are sort of teetering on the brink. And days like yesterday where it was raining didn't help. A lot of them said they had unfulfilled reservations. Or rather, people that reserved and didn't bother to show up. Oh, there's Lucky Strike. I've been there. I do get out sometimes. The only downside to doing this so late is after a night of drinking, I'm going to go home and have to edit this video and upload it. Oh well, I signed up for that. The Fourth Man in the Fire Pizzeria. So I'll probably do a Dundas Street walk as well at some point. That heads through Little Portugal and then maybe through this section. There's Tilt Arcade Bar. They used to be located up in the annex until they had a dispute with their landlord. And they have another location called Z80 on the Danforth. Neither of which are open right now. There's a number of patios on the other side of the street. Let's head over there. Since that's a theme of this walk, it's also the theme of my walk earlier today. Press the button. This place is really big on Belgian Moon. And this is Palmerston Avenue. So north of here at College, it becomes Palmerston Boulevard and is easily one of the nicest residential streets in the city. And in a lot of parts of the city, there's artwork on these cement blocks here designed to protect the outdoor dining areas. Oh, that place is called Patio. So that is Bathurst up ahead, and just east of here is Chinatown. And you could go south on Bathurst, back down to Queen.
And also seeing like the daily.
I'm kind of glad this is the road I chose.
And I've never touched an FPS game in my life.
That guy had never touched a first-person shooter game in his life. I don't play them, but I've certainly had a few goes at them. Hey, it's the Krebs Kalash guy, or creme kibosh. Would you like Mountain Dew or crab juice? Ugh, I'll have the crab juice. And there is Collective Arts. They often have neatly decorated beer that you'll find in the LCBO. There's a Euro bar. Oh, and that streetcar looks like something I want to hop on and take back over to Ossington. And the neighborhood just across the street on the south side is Alexander Park, and on the north side is Kensington Market. I live streamed through Kensington last night. It's across the street here, riding these cars. Don't try to kill me.
Not double.
Not double.
Yeah. So we're getting less.
Very cool indeed. There was a time when that COVID assessment center would have an extremely long line wrapped around it. So this leads into Chinatown. There's a neat view of the skyline and the CN Tower. That's the Charles R. Sanderson Toronto Public Library branch. There's one of the more urban McDonald's in the city. I don't know if that's true. There's plenty of McDonald's, and I guess they would all be urban. What I meant to say was that was one of the, I think that's the most urban drive-through in the city. I think that guy is on a very expensive e-scooter. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this walk down Ossington Avenue and briefly on Queen Street and up through Trinity Bellwoods. And then along Dundas. Now I'll board the 505 streetcar for the second time today and take it over to Ossington Avenue again. Meet my friends. I just got a text message. They're in the area and ready to meet. So thanks for watching. If you wish to support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon in the description. I'll also add a link to channel membership through my YouTube page. And I do have an Instagram account. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.